toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. Number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sooners will kick it away first. Returner will field it and try to get some field position.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. He never had a chance to get it to the edge and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bring it out. It's Hudson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it. Racing to the right. It's a seam wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try the run. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Morton. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. To running room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Mateer. He's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board. On
the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Morton. Caught near the sticks, it's Virgil. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. The short hand, it's Joyner. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment with expectations for this squad to end up like they did. A lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated. They better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. The This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. Turns it on in midfield. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
3rd down play from the gun. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now they regain the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Leaves it with the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Sooner! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you've got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Got room to work. Bounced out of bounds at the 38 after that return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throws to the tight end. Holds it in. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got his man all by himself. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To throw. It's Mateer. This time it's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. The play action fake. There's the pressure. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Morton. Under fire. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Burks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw again. unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive comes from the 27. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the air, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
To the ground with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Morton. Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close.
23, Texas Tech, 21.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Latier. Pulls it in, it's Gibson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and who's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking for room at the 30. Wide open spaces. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Morton. Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to barge their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks, it gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the ground. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they go back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. In the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's up. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the 1st down. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I get it. This QB has to make a play. They're trailing in the football game. Time's running out. But, man, we also got to know when to throw that thing away and not take the big loss. Just what this defense needed, trying to preserve the lead late in this football game.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they swarm him under.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He wants a big play here late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again on that last
makes the grab, ready for the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. On the move, it's up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It is your time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.